Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's the middle of the week here, just getting home from work a little earlier today, and I thought I'd clear up a review. We're going to do a fragrance review here on Scents of South Jersey again with me, Kellen. Recently, I did a review of Boss Number 1, a first impression, and I wanted to make sure I got the full review out there because I know this is a popular fragrance. So I'll jump right into it. We'll look at the presentation briefly again. I know I kind of did that already in the first impressions video, but I want to make sure that we can go over it again. We'll go over the notes, and then we'll talk about its performance. And we'll also talk about my thoughts, and I'll give it my overall rating on an individual, just this fragrance basis too. So taking a look here, presentation, box, got pinstripe, Boss, Hugo Boss, got another pattern going horizontal and the pinstripes going vertical. Number 1, eau de toilette concentration. Again, big bottle, it's 125 ml, so it's a 4.2 ounce bottle. On the top, you got this here. Looks like the original fragrance by Hugo Boss. On the back, you got some brand information, and bottom, you got, of course, your batch code and barcode as well. On the sides, you just have more of the pattern on the box. Sorry for the glare, guys. So we'll take a look at the bottle. Again, like I said in my first impression video, I really like the bottle. This is just a really cool, it's very classy, just really pronounced, total Hugo Boss, just big square block. You can take a look and see that. It says Boss here, Hugo Boss, black cap. You can absolutely hold it. Doesn't click into place, but it does fit snug on there. On the bottom, you got the pinstripes here going across. Number 1, eau de toilette is listed there. Again, it's got this real dark amber, almost whiskey looking juice. Vaporizer on the back. Nothing much. It is transparent though. You can see through. And on the bottom, you got a sticker there too. Kind of surprised they don't have an embossed glass there, but it is what it is. On the sides, much going on. Got a silver atomizer distribution. It's pretty good. Comes out in a nice spray. So again, I'm going to touch on the notes for this fragrance. I'll list all of them, and then I'm going to talk about the ones that I think are the most pronounced, the ones that I pick up the most on this fragrance. So the top, we have Artemisia, green apple, juniper berries, basil, grapefruit, caraway, bergamot, and lemon. Mid, we have honey, lavender, orris root, jasmine, sage, lily of the valley, rose, and geranium. The base, we have sandalwood, amber, patchouli, cinnamon, musk, oak moss, leather, and tobacco. So what I find most pronounced in terms of notes, top, absolutely, you get a powdery fruit. I get the grapefruit mixed with almost like a barbershop powder. Again, this is an aromatic fougere. I forgot to mention, 1985 is when it was released. It is an eau de toilette concentration again. Once it kind of settles down after the first 20 to 30 minutes, you really start to get the heart. And I think that those are going to get your lavender and honey. That's what I smell, once the fragrance is on me. After about the first half hour, I get a lot of lavender and a lot of honey. It's a really, really sweet but masculine at the same time fragrance, and I really like it. And then at the end of the fragrance, probably the last couple hours, I get a lot of sandalwood and amber. So those notes, I think, are the most prevalent in this fragrance. But it's a beautiful fragrance. It really is. It's masculine. It's timeless. I think it just smells awesome. And it's, in the barbershop category, which is my favorite type. Fougeres are my favorite type of fragrances. Performance on this fragrance is good, but unfortunately it's not great, at least on my skin. And I read a couple different reviews online where people had mentioned that, it performed really well. I got about 6 hours, which isn't terrible, but it definitely could be better. And I would think that Hugo Boss, not being a cheap fragrance house or anything like that, they have some relatively expensive fragrances, not niche price, but definitely not cheapies. This one's been around a while, so I got it at a rack store. But I got about 6 hours out of it, and I kind of hoped I would get a little bit more, so I'm a little disappointed in the performance. I used about 4 to 5 sprays too, so I didn't use it lightly. I'd say the projections the first hour, and the sillage is about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So we're going to leave a nice scent trail. And then I think from hour maybe 2.5 to 4, you have a nice arm distance scent bubble, kind of scent cloud surrounding you, where those around you will smell it. And then after that, it's kind of a skin scent. And then from there, because I wore it today, and I can get it, but I really have to actually put my nose to my wrist to really get that too. So that's a little unfortunate. I kind of expected a little bit better, but again, it's not like it was a 3-hour fragrance, but I just thought it would last a little longer. My thoughts on this, though, is it's an amazing, classy gentleman's fragrance. It's, again, a fougere category. It's very masculine, but not overbearing, and I think that this could be worn daytime or nighttime. I think it's an awesome signature scent. I think that it could be worn at work. You could wear it out to a nice dinner date, any type of formal event, semi-formal event. I wouldn't necessarily wear this casually, like hanging around. I think that this is better suited to be in a social setting. The best time and place for that, I think, would be semi-formal to formal, nighttime or daytime. So it's relatively versatile in that respect. But I don't think that it's something that I would just spray on just to hang around at my house or go to the store or anything like that, because it's too nice of a fragrance for that. I think the season, fall, winter, and spring, cooler weather is definitely better. I think because of the powdery notes in this that I get, at least personally, this would be a little bit overpowering in the heat. I don't think it would sit so well in the heat in the summertime. So I think that that would be the best cooler weather seasons for this. Age range, I would say mid-20s and up, maybe closer to the 30s would probably be more appealing. I don't know about today's younger crowd, but at the same time, if you have a nose for classic fragrances, this is definitely going to be appealing to you. But if you're more of a 1 million, you like your blue scents, your Invictus, that type of thing, you might not necessarily like this as much. But to me, those fragrances are nowhere near as nice as this one. This one is awesome. I really, really like Boss Number 1. So again, I mentioned age range. I would say mid-20s and up. If you're into fragrances, if not, it might be into the 30s where you like this one. So let's go over the overall rating for Boss Number 1 by Hugo Boss. I would say presentation. I really like the bottle. It's not gaudy. It's classy. It's sleek. I like the box as well too. So I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. Performance, it's going to fall short. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. And I'm going to give the smell a 9 out of 10. It smells amazing. It just falls short of performance. So my overall rating is going to be a 7.5 for Hugo Boss. It smells so good that I couldn't give it a poor rating. The presentation is nice. I just wished it lasted a little bit longer. But, unfortunately for me, it just didn't, and there's really not much I can do about it. I did look to see if there's any aftershave or any type of matching products I could pair with it to get maybe better longevity out of it. And I saw a couple on eBay, but they were, really small bottles, and I thought the prices were ridiculous. So I don't know. I might just have to keep this one for a clone. But I really enjoy it. If you don't have this one and you're a Hugo Boss fan, pick it up. You will not be disappointed. If you're into classics, pick this up. You will not be disappointed. This is an awesome fragrance, and really it would be a gem to anyone's collection. I just wish it performed any better. So now that I have the full review of Hugo Boss, please, guys, let me know what you think. If you watched and enjoy this, please subscribe to the channel. Show support. I think I'm 1 subscriber away from 100, which is pretty cool. It's awesome to know that there's that many people out there that would enjoy what I have to say about colognes, too. That's honor. It's humbling, actually. So thanks again for watching, and goodbye for now. Talk to you soon.